It was 2013 and we had completed filming the Savannah Way project when my travelling companion found that she needed to fly back to Albany for a family emergency. She had flown from Cairns and now my return home plans were somewhat disturbed. I had spent 10 months in Queensland in 2010 and I had intended to show her some of what I had seen. But now I was in the quandary as to which route I was going to take. I decided to go to Charters Towers and then decide whether to go west to Ewington and Richmond, which was planned with Annette in mind initially and was new territory for me, or find another way south. The next couple of days gave me some thinking time.
It's Monday the 30th September 2013. I'm leaving Mariba. I've been here for a couple of weeks now, 2.5 weeks. Time to move on, start heading back south, head down towards Charters Towers is the plan. Unfortunately on my own, Annette had to go home. So, continuing the trip solo. Right, we're approaching the turn off to Normanton, Croydon, Mount Surprise, Gundara Lava Tubes, where we came in. It's the rest stop, toilets, all that sort of thing on the corner. This basically is where the trip home starts for me. So here's been sort of basically a matter of old ground, travelling in the opposite direction. But we're heading on towards the Lind. It's 105 kilometres down there. Heading towards Charters Towers. I just had a busted walk across the road, but it was on a bit of a bend, so I couldn't really stop the filming, but keep my eyes open for those things as well. We're back at the bush again. It's been a road that's fairly new, so I don't know how long we've got this before we're back on the development road. We're now on the Gregory Development Road. This is very much different looking country to what we've just been in, coming out of the hills area. We're actually running on the right hand side of the camera. It's the Gundara Volcanic Park, National Park. That's where the lava tubes are in there. And it's just open country here at the moment, very much back to the Savannah style of country. Well, the road is now narrowed, and it's a truck route. Well, some of them, it's not as narrow as some of them, or it doesn't appear to be, but I've seen 2 or 3 great camp spots, and it's only 5 to 3 at the moment, and I'm thinking that I'll probably drive till past 3 and we'll start looking and see what we can find. We find something around that time. I'm about 6 kilometres from the Lind, north of, and found a nice spot here to stay last night. Just off the road, no problems. It's 9:49, 1st of October, and 240 odd kilometres yesterday. 242 I think it was. And the Lind
junction. It's the next viewpoint, next point of interest, and then that's the Oasis Roadhouse. Well, I wasn't really expecting this sort of junction, but it's a big three-way junction. And this was listed also as being part of the Savannah Way, so an alternative, which would be pretty fair because this is the way we came into Queensland. So we've actually turned right, travelling west. We go into the Oasis Roadhouse, where I just might have a look and maybe pick up some fuel. A couple of horses up there on the left. They are in a paddock, and there have been some black pigs, dead ones, on the road. Dead car in there as well. When people have to attack them and smash everything, God knows, but that's the way it goes. And here we are coming out of the roadhouse. There's a caravan park here as well. And $1.68.9, that's not too bad. Well, that was interesting. There are posters down, so it's cash only at the moment. If you're using a credit card, $2 surcharge, regardless. And that seems to be the way, certainly in Queensland, I guess it is all around, I don't know. If you use a credit card, expect to pay extra. The other thing too, we've been wondering what these call points are. So I think I've figured it out at long last. Link Junction down here, it's a big three-way junction. You got trucks coming in from three ways, and depending which way they're going, they're calling ahead to tell you that this truck is travelling north or south, or whichever it is, through Lynn Junction, which way they're going. And when we see the call points down the roads from Coranda down to Cairns, there's one there, and other places where they've got those call signs. That's what it is. They're radioing ahead that they're coming down the hill or going up the hill, and then that means blind corners that other truckies know that they're around. Pretty certain that's what it's all about. So we're heading back to the junction, and then we're going south. Oh, yeah. As you can see, there's a road goes left, there's one goes right, there's one went straight on. There's a truck coming down the hill. And we'll let him go. This one's going to get way signs here. Away. We're now on the Gregory Developmental Road and 252 to Charlestown, 55 to Greenvale. We're approaching Greenvale.
Greenvale to the left, so we'll go in and have a look. The caravan's already headed in that way. $169.9. This is Greenvale, slightly up to the side. Emergency Services Centre. And at the end of the road, looks like a caravan park. Oh, the van park's up to the right, so straight ahead. That little gateway to the place. Yeah, back to the place, just up to the right. Traders Cooperative, Centrelink, Business and Information Centre, it's all there. School. Police station on the right. Neat little residential area here too. The streets wind around in circles just like they do in big cities. Wow, this is out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's the golf club. This is a nice through road. And the houses have all got the big white dish on the roof, which would signify that they're on the internet. TV dishes are obviously pointing in a totally different direction altogether. a pleasant little joint. It's the hotel. Back out through the gateway. Camp draft yards over there. Or a day out ground. And our service station. It's Greenvale. 207 to Charters Towers. And it's 11:26 a.m. Just over there's a railway line, cutting for a railway line, but there's no rail tracks on it. I'm wondering whether it was ever completed or whether they just did the ripped all the rail up after that decommissioned it. But it's almost as though they've set the thing up, formed it up, but never finished it. I'll have to find out about that. Busted. They was approaching each other and he just walked straight across the road between us. We're 42 kilometres east Greenvale and we're running in through this little range of hills here at the moment. Going downhill at the moment. Well, we're just short of 50 kilometres east of Greenvale East, and there's a rest area just coming up. With the toilets and everything. Well, it appears that the railway went back to a nickel mine. And when the mine closed down about 20 years ago, they took it all up. Just left the the actual route, whatever you want to call it. Also back then apparently trucks coming in from Georgetown, the lines out there, used to use this road and they were running all the time. Hardly see any truck traffic along here at all now apparently. We've just crossed the Clark River and we're travelling east. And this is apparently the Sir John McEwen Beef Road, as known as well. And we're approaching what is apparently the Mount Full Stop Range to our left-hand side. On the northern side of the road. Apparently we're approaching the Perry Range. We're actually going through something at the moment. Perry Range is still a few kilometres ahead of us according to my map. But certainly going through a range of hills at the moment. The Mount Full Stop Range was pretty much a non-event from this side of things. This is the Blue Water Springs Roadhouse. There'll be caravan park in here as well by the looks of things. Oh, there's a couple of caravans sitting up on blocks. Maybe a race course there. Middle of nowhere, there's only the roadhouse, that's all there is. Ewan races, they say. E-W-A-N, the Ewan races are run here, so. Well, we're approaching the Fletcher Creek campsite. Looks like it's pretty well populated. Tuesday, 2nd of October, this is Fletcher's Creek. Well, there's water in it. Plenty of people camped around the campgrounds. Decent sized campground, that's for sure. Very well set up. So this is the one set of toilets and things, and that's over on the far side of the river on the northern side of the creek. Charters Towers. Ah, now where the Red Rooster is, there used to be a place so you could park your trailer when you went and did your things around town. It's looking a bit busy in town at the moment. It's only 10 to 9. Well, we've made the decision. After much tossing and turning and that sort of thing, I am going to go to Hewenden. Then I might go to Richmond and then come back again. We'll see what happens. .245 kilometres to Hewenden from here, and it's 11:37, so we won't be doing that today, but we will go and have a look anyway. Okay, on the left is the Ballieno crossing Claremont, and straight away we've got roadworks. This is going to be fun. Just past the Rodeo ground on the right hand side. Rodeo is big in Queensland. Quite obviously. Being waved around. Being given the wave around. This is Balps Creek. Just a little caravan park. There's a hotel, motel. Couple of houses. That's it. Balps Creek. And we got ourselves a train. Something to brighten the day up down there. And it's a long one too. It's a real long one. Oh, not as long as some of those up north, but WA, but still long enough. This is Homestead. Homestead Creek. It's wide, it's dry. There's a school here. Some stuff happening on the other side of the road. Well, it still doesn't look as though it's selling too much business anymore. That was it. Well, we got ourselves a campground here. It's toilets. Areas provided for the convenience of the travelling public. Maximum stay 20 hours.
I have a washing machine in the van and something's gone wrong. I think the brain has got a bit mixed up, or maybe a coin has got stuck in the drain pipe. Whatever, when you need a repairman, you can't get one until you get to Brisbane. Or Bundaberg, that's where it was fixed last time. So I bought a new one, a current state-of-the-art, you know the type, 20-litre container with a screw on top. You fill it almost with water, add wool rinse and chuck your clothes in, and when you get to where you're going, you ring out the gear and hang it on the line. Well, I left Charters Towers, and after much haggling with myself and a couple of arguments later, I set sail for Hewington. I didn't check the weather, but it's bound to be dodgy at this time of the year. Well, I reached this free campsite at about 1:30 and I put out the awning, got my high-tech nylon rope line out and hung the washing under the awning. An hour later, it's gone from wringing wet to dry. Brilliant. So 4:26 p.m. and about an hour ago, I didn't like the look of the sky, and I now had a thunderstorm over my head and it was starting to rain. I must admit, I felt that I was taking a chance on the weather by heading west again, but it's bloody wet down south as well. Now, I haven't seen rain since we got that 100 millimetres dumped on us back in June near Karratha. So I'm going to go outside and have a look and remind myself what it looks like. If you enjoyed this video, there are over 400 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button and maybe even leave a comment. If you weren't too impressed, then the dislike button tells us absolutely nothing. So tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.